Good morning, everyone. My name is MightyStream. I'm going to do your November the 10th spiritual principle a day in a meditation. Good morning to all of you. Hope you're doing well. We hit 408 subscribers sometime between yesterday and today. So welcome. Appreciate your listening. Okay. November 10th, our Foundation of Goodwill. When goodwill supports and motivates both the individual and the fellowship, we are fully whole and wholly free. Basic text, our symbol. Before coming to NA, we were chiefly motivated by selfishness with a reckless, feverish focus on finding ways and means to get more drugs. A desire to stop using brings us to the rooms. It may be desperate or minimal, inspired by a nudge from the judge, our parents, our conscience, or the consequences of continuing to use. We had little use for integrity when we got here, and goodwill, never heard of it. And yet, recovery is available to us all. We start learning to serve when we have precious little clean time. As our journey continues, service becomes a staple of our program. We come to understand the meaning of integrity as we serve with other recovering addicts. We learn about goodwill by watching their walk. We explore how integrity fits into our new lifestyle and begin to examine our motives on a deeper level. Sometimes the driving force behind our initial interest in participating in a service committee or taking a commitment is motivated by our desire to look good or our need for the validation of others. We may be doing the right thing, but we may not be doing it for the right reason. It's a start. The seeds of goodwill are planted as we continue to serve. We greet newcomers at our home group, help fill literature orders at a local service committee, or attend the regional service committee for the first time as we develop our relationship with service. We continue showing up and find that why we stay committed is different from what brought us to that commitment in the first place. Freedom springs from the newfound passion when we find our niche in service. When we serve from a place of selflessness and goodwill, we tend to find fulfillment and gratification in our efforts, in and out of NA. The foundation of our program is rooted in goodwill. As we continue to give of our time and effort with more principled intentions, our understanding of generosity broadens and our personal freedom grows proportionately. I will bring a spirit of generosity and service to my NA community, my family, my work, or my neighborhood today. With goodwill as my motivation and freedom as my goal, I will wholly commit. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you, God. Grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference just for today. Please and thank you. Our foundation of goodwill. Now we're talking about the symbol, right, from the basic text. So if you have your basic text, go ahead and grab it and find the symbol. And you will see that it has 4 sides to it. It's within a circle. And within the circle, you will see that it states that it has enough room, right, for every manifestation of the recovering individual. And I'm paraphrasing, right? And so we're looking at that part of the symbol that talks about goodwill. Our ability to do the right thing for the right reasons is a spiritual principle of goodwill towards God, self, and others, right? Society. And it establishes a firm foundation that the rest, I would say, of our recovery is able to be built upon. Because many recovering addicts that have gone before us have done the exact same thing. They were able to establish the spiritual principle of goodwill as the foundation for their service work. Whether or not it initially looked like it was for the right reason, over a period of time of doing it, our motives begin to line up with the spiritual principle of goodwill, meaning that I'm doing the right thing for the right reasons. Whether I get acknowledgement, there's no payment financially that comes with that. So whether I get any acknowledgement from anyone about it or not, I know that my motives are pure. And I'm doing it from a good place. Even when I make mistakes, even when I get upset about decisions that are being made that I don't feel represent the group or what Narcotics Anonymous is about, I'm entitled to my opinion. But I don't withdraw myself from service in a manipulative manner because things didn't go my way in the vote, right? Because I believe in group conscience. And again, by the time I made it to Narcotics Anonymous, the foundation of Narcotics Anonymous was already laid with this cornerstone, one of the cornerstones being goodwill, service. Because when I got here, it was operational. It was fully functional, with or without me. And I couldn't believe that I had lived all that time of my life without Narcotics Anonymous. So hopefully today, I know some of you are thinking about what type of service work you can do. Maybe you find that the spirit of generosity or goodwill and service is not necessarily your niche, is not necessarily in the NA community. Maybe it's with your family. Maybe it's with your job. Maybe it's with your neighborhood. See, because there's ways of being of service outside of Narcotics Anonymous. I have a dear woman. She's been supervising me for some time. Now, she just lost someone very dear to her. And I know for a fact she has her own health issues. And do you know what I told her? Not even realizing that I had learned this, the terminology that I was going to use with her was going to be used. It just rolled off of my tongue so quickly. I had no idea that I was about to say this. I let her know that I cared for her. I love her. I'm praying for you, your family, and your friends, and her family. And I'm willing to take you, drive you to the service. Or if there's another way I might be of service to you, please let me know. And I said, oh my goodness, I can't believe I used the word of service. Instead of saying, if you need a ride, let me know, I can take you, or anything else you need to do, I can do it. It is so deeply ingrained in me to be of service that it just rolls off of my tongue. I don't even think about it. That will come. That would come. That self-centeredness that is at the core of our disease begins to be suppressed when we begin to move towards the spiritual principle of goodwill. Family, my name is MightyStream. I've enjoyed talking to you today. I hope that you will have a beautiful day on purpose. You know why? You deserve it. I plan to have a beautiful day. Talk to you tomorrow.